What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge in 5. I am your host, Allan Bell. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you today. But before we get to today, as always, let's take a look at how we did on Thursday here. EC coming through with his Carlos Alcaraz minus 3.5 games. What did he win? 6-3, 6-3, 6-3. I think center was a center. Him and Djokovic both to win one set.
Oh, AB, I was 2 points away. 2 set points away from hitting this.
You were. And then Spector's Tajay Sharp. How do you pronounce his name again?
Tadej Pogačar. And man,
let's just bring in the stars of the show. Let's get this thing going. Yeah, keep going. You're good.
Third place. We had the choice of him to win the stage, or it was going to be him over Jonas Vingegaard, but it was minus 230. I knew he'd finish over Jonas Vingegaard. I just thought he'd push a little harder at the end and pass everybody up. He passed like 5 people in the last 300, 400 meters of the race. And just one guy was just too far ahead. They kept it in close, under 2 minutes the whole time.
Spector's accounting for all of the U.S.'s Tour de France ratings by watching this morning. Hopefully you have a Nielsen box.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's well, that one, and number 2, what you just described. It sounds like watching the Kentucky Derby. You know what I mean? When one
the Kentucky Derby's 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
not 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Speaking of longer than 2 minutes and experts here tonight, CBS Sports HQ, the Maestro is on at 5 p.m. Eastern. The Maestro is on at 6 p.m. Eastern with your boy Prop Stars, and then Prop Stars at 8 p.m. Eastern. So Maestro, obviously, it's good to see you. We're excited to watch you on CBS Sports HQ all day today. But Maestro, we will get to you in 1 second. First up, Spector, lead off, buddy. Hit it. What do you got?
Yeah, okay. We can finally go back to baseball over here. I'm going Brayan Bello over 4.5 strikeouts at minus 150. On the morning show, Counselor said why he loves the Red Sox, because Brayan Bello is the better pitcher in this game. He's gone over this line in 7 of his last 10 games. His median number of strikeouts in those 10 games has been 5. So we're asking for a 50th percentile type of game against a close to the bottom third Cubs team when hitting against right-hand pitchers. I'm sorry, EC. Your Cubbies are 20th in the league when hitting against right-handed pitchers. We're going to have to go over on the strikeouts tonight for Brayan Bello.
Oh,
so disappointed in you, Specs. So disappointed.
I was going to say, EC's not going to like that one. All right, Maestro, coming over to you, my man. First off, it's good to see you, buddy. How we doing?
Oh, it's great to be here, guys. I'm a little worried about EC with an event that he's got coming up. I hope we get him back on the show next week, but more about that later. Should I just go ahead and give my tip?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, I'm going to ride on your train, the Atlanta Braves, lay in a run and a half, minus 140 against the Chicago White Sox, who are 16 games under. They're going to be sellers at the deadline. Michael Kopech comes back from the injured list, shoulder inflammation. He was not good before he went on 16 walks in 12 innings, and he relies on the fastball over 60% of the time. The Braves absolutely crush fastballs. They've got Charlie Morton on the mound, Braves on the run line. And once they get to that bullpen, the White Sox bullpen with a 5.74 ERA over the last 2 weeks, the Braves bullpen with a 1.37 over the last 2 weeks. And then later on, this is an interesting pitching matchup because it's Kenta Maeda for the Twins against undecided for Oakland. Oakland has still not named a starter, so you don't want to list a starter for the A's. I would list it for Kenta Maeda, who's been brilliant with a 1.49 ERA in 3 starts since coming back from a triceps strain. This guy is legit, and the Twins staff is incredible. Their ERA as a team is incredible. They didn't hit at all in the first half, yet they're right in the race, and this is a perfect spot because whoever Oakland chooses, their team ERA is 6.05. There's no other team over 6. They have the worst offense in baseball. They did call up a couple of interesting prospects for tonight. But I just think the Twins are ripe to get going in the second half. They're way too good to be under 500 in my mind. They have elite pitching, and they have guys who should be hitting but aren't hitting, and I expect them to get going no matter who starts for Oakland.
Well, I'll tell you what, we always like to bust up on undecided. He does not have a good ERA. I was cracking up when you said that. At first, I was like, who is undecided? And then it hit me. I'm an idiot. So 2 good plays on that one. Okay, now, EC, I want you to give your picks. All right. Mm-hmm. We're going to hit the recap. And then what Maestro was alluding to, we're going to quickly get to that one. So first off, let them rip. What do you got?
Yeah, this may be my last appearance on the show, AB. That's why I appreciate the Maestro spot. I apologize to the actual Maestro for doing that, but thank you for that. Okay, nonetheless, let's start. We got some baseball plays. Finally, let's get back on the wagon here. No more tennis. Rich Hill, over 2.5 earned runs allowed for the Pirates against the Giants, minus 120 on DraftKings. So he's one of the only players in Major League Baseball who's actually older than I am by a few years. He's 43, I'm 40, and he's on his 12th team. Did you know that? He's over this in his last 5 and 7 of his last 9 games. Collectively, Giants hitters are absolutely destroying him in their careers. They're hitting 329 against him. And when he faced them in Spector's Town on Memorial Day, gave up 6 earned runs on 9 hits in 6 innings in a big loss to the Giants on Memorial Day. So I think Rich Hill gets torched again. The end of his career is coming soon, even though he is a former Cub. All right, we got a couple of parlays, too. It is a Friday, so why not throw in a few parlays? My famous 2-record-a-hit parlay, C.J. Abrams of the Washington Nationals and Teoscar Hernandez, the Seattle Mariners at minus 109. You can play that on FanDuel. C.J. Abrams is 3 for 3 against Miles Michaelis. He has a hit in 6 of his last 8 before the All-Star break. Teoscar Hernandez, 8 of 19 with 3 homers against Eduardo Rodriguez of the Tigers and has a hit in 7 of his last 10 games. That's all I needed to see. We got to hit a parlay going into the weekend. Might be my last parlay I ever hit at this rate. So let's go with it. We have another one, too, if you really want to go out on a limb here. This one is Dean Kramer, 5 or more strikeouts for the Orioles, and Luis Castillo, 6 or more strikeouts for the Mariners at plus 114 on FanDuel. Dean Kramer has achieved this number in his last 9 starts. Castillo is 10-1 over this number at home this season. And if you're wondering where the strikeouts are going to come from against the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera is 0-6 with 5 strikeouts against him in his career. Miggy will be making up part of that total tonight, AB. Let us hope.
Let us hope. Let us pray. There we go. All right, everybody, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Let's take a look at the recap here. EC is on Rich Hill, over 2.5 earned runs allowed at minus 120. To record a hit parlay, minus 109, CJ Abrams and Teoscar Hernandez. Also, EC strikeout parlay at plus 114. Need Dean Kramer to get 5+ strikeouts and Luis Castillo to get 6+ strikeouts. The speculator is on Brian Bayo, over 4.5 strikeouts tonight, minus 150. And the Maestro is on the Braves run line, minus 1.5 at minus 140. And the Twins run line, minus 1.5 at minus 125. Okay, so the Maestro hinted at it. EC, you have an event, a golf event, right? Mm-hmm. You're playing. What's the temperature out here? When are you playing? What's the temperature? And then we're going to set odds that you actually make it back, I guess, alive or to this show. However, we're going to break down. What do you got?
All right, so I'm playing tomorrow at 10:40. It will be at least 115 degrees outside, and that may be on the cool side out here in Arizona. I have to do this for my golf league. It is a desert course without much shade. So, AB, what are the odds I actually get through 18 holes? And then without still in one piece, what are the odds that I quit at 9 holes? And what are the odds that I don't make it back at all?
Okay. All right. So, first off, we're going to do these odds in honor of our man, Jeremy Cugliari. It is his 30th birthday here. So happy birthday, buddy, for sure. Number 2. Okay. The odds that you finish, right? Mm-hmm. So I want you to be alive, obviously, for you and your family's sake, also for the show. Yeah. So we're going to make it a minus number, minus 125 that you're alive.
Thank
and
you.
Finish. Yeah, absolutely. All right.
A little higher than that.
All right. Okay, so that's that you finish. Like, I'm kidding about you dying. But like minus 125.
Okay.
What was the second option? That you leave at the turn?
Well, I quit after 9 holes, yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and say you don't seem like the quitting type. I feel like you're very competitive. I feel like when you start something, you finish something. So I'm going to put it at plus 200 that you leave at the turn. Also, counting into that, I assume that this course is probably close to 3 digits in terms of what it costs to play. Right?
Yes, that's correct. I'm paying an exorbitant amount of money. No wonder you see why I need some parlays tonight to go in a good direction so I can afford this round tomorrow.
Yeah, so that also plays into it. I feel like you're also a man that wouldn't waste money in regards to that. And what's the last one that we were betting on?
That I'm going to stay alive and be here to do a show on Monday.
Yeah, minus 125 that you're alive. So that one's good. All right. Yeah, Maestro, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I know EC has a chance to be the number 1 seed in this very important rec golf league, that
Yep.
everybody cares about. So I know that he is not going to let that go. Like, that means too much to him that he can say he's the number 1 seed out there in Arizona. So if he needs IVs or whatever, this guy is going to finish.
There we go.
Maestro,
All right.
spot on. Yeah, he's spot on. And you go ahead, AB. Yeah.
No, keep going.
I would just hope it's not a weekend at Bernie's like situation where they're carrying me across the 18th hole so I can record a score.
Yeah. Let me show you something, and I'm not even going to say a word. However, before the show, our pre-show, right? I want you to see what our man Jeremy just wrote in the chat, because it's very similar to exactly what I said. EC, you ain't quitting. Mix in a water between those beers and you'll be all right. Dude, Jeremy, all right. That was the first thing I asked. When he put this up, I said, are you drinking beer or not? EC.
Absolutely. No, I'm not a beer drinker on the course as is. It's too hot out here in Arizona to drink beer, in my opinion. You're going to have it afterwards, but I got to get through 18 holes. When it's anywhere close to 100 degrees, there's no alcohol for me. I'm out on that.
All right. Here's the second question. So it became the debate, and this is for everybody in the chat. All right. It became the debate. It's hot. Imagine you're playing, all right? Golf, 100 degrees, Arizona, all of it, right? Are you drinking water or are you drinking Gatorade? All right, so Maestro, I'll throw it to you. Spector next. Which one are you choosing?
Oh, Gatorade, just to replenish, yeah.
Okay, Specs?
Oh, I'm going water.
Yeah, I answered water as well. I'm more of a water guy when it's real hot. EC, what's going to be in the ice chest there?
I either go with the lemon lime Gatorade, but I don't have one right now, so I'd have to make a trip to the store. I think we're going to go in abundance of water. And I was thinking the other thing I've been told, AB, you got to wear long sleeves when it's so hot outside. So then you don't get the sun on. Like if I wear long pants and long sleeve shirt, I won't get the sun on me. I don't know if that's crazy or if I should actually consider it.
Yeah, so since we're live on a show, I don't know the answer, and I'm not going to give you an answer because I could be found liable in regards to that and have to hire Sia. But I have heard that. I don't know. So if anyone in the chat is a medical professional, Specs, I feel like you would understand something about this.
All I can say is wear some sunscreen, my man.
Always. Always, Specs. Always.
Yeah, good call. Okay. All right. You know what? Everybody, we're going to cut it right there. And I'll tell you what, we're just going to let these odds live. And we're going to see if EC lives. And when is the round? When do you play?
Tomorrow at 10:40 my time. So it's 1:40 Eastern time. If I'm still tweeting at 4 or 5 o'clock my time, you'll know I'm in workable shape.
Okay. I was going to say, are you going to be able to live tweet some of this round? Like, we don't want you to have to not pay attention to golf, but yeah.
I might have to do that if I can function during the round. If I make it to the back nine, I may live tweet and tag the three of you as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Shoot us a tweet. You don't have to do a ton. You don't have to live tweet the entire thing, right? But tag Maestro, Specs, myself. All right. Hashtag early edge so we can all see. Yeah, 100%. And we're going to leave it on this one because I think Jason said it best. I have no medical training whatsoever, but it's critical to throw back some beers. Buddy, that's my round of golf right there. That's 100% how we would be getting down for sure. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. EC, please stay alive. We would like to see you and have you for the NFL season in college football. That would be fantastic. And I'm sure your family loves you too. You know what I mean? So there you go on that one. But yeah, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.